you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. Join us. All right, everyone, rise and shine. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. Good news. Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, is finished, or at least abandoned. It is done. It's in the can, and not a moment too soon, as the movie actually opens on December 20th with early showings probably a week before. I get to see it on the 19th. I think that's the earliest screening open to just regular people. I'm just a regular person. I don't get to have a press pass or anything like that. Why don't I get a press pass? Why don't I get a media badge? So this is fantastic news. Guys, I have the best news for you ever. You're going to be so excited when I tell you this. Star Wars Episode 9 is shorter than The Last Jedi, and that's all I care about. There were rumors early on that this thing was going to be a monster, that they were considering splitting into two different movies. We were actually going to have a Star Wars Episode 10 at one point, theoretically. Fortunately, all of that nonsense was thrown right in the garbage, and Star Wars Episode 9 is a relatively short movie when compared to The Last Jedi, but it's still a monstrosity. It's the second longest Star Wars movie of all time. So the final runtime has come in, and it is 2 hours and 21 minutes. Boy, is that a long time. You know, it's an awful long time. 2 hours and 21 minutes. I want you to just think about being annoyed by Finn, being creeped out by Poe, being irritated by Rey for 2 hours and 21 minutes. Terrible. I only irritate you for like 10 minutes a day, and even that seems too long. But it's interesting. One thing that I really like JJ, why I love my car. Interesting. J.J. Abrams says that working on this felt like an awful lot of pressure. It felt like being crushed by a car. So imagine, as you're sitting there looking at watching Poe sexually harass Finn on the screen with his eyes, just imagine the pain that J.J. Abrams felt in bringing that to you. To him, it was like being crushed by a car. To us, it's only going to be like having our genitals in a vice. So J.J. Abrams wins the day. It is hard. It's hard to actually create something. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on this man. I don't know why he does it for us, but do I appreciate it? No, not really. All right, here's the other thing. The script for Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker, one of the actors actually left it in his hotel room and put it up. Somebody else got a hold of it. Can you imagine being like a maid and cleaning up the hotel room, and then you go in there and it's just like, hey, here is a script. Here's the script to Star Wars Episode 9. What do you do with that? You put that on eBay. It doesn't pay you very much to clean up after one of the Star Wars actors. Who do you think it was, by the way? Who do you think it was that did this? Look at JJ. He's pissed about it. He says, one of our actors, I won't say which one. I want to, but I won't. Left it under their bed. Left it under their bed. That's not the place that it was meant to go. Anyways, one of these people, a cleaning person, found it. It doesn't pay a lot to clean up. Put it up on eBay, make a little money, and thank God that is what happened. I guess Lucasfilm Disney panicked and purchased the script back from them on eBay before it could fall into my hands. I would have liked to have won it and then actually did a reading for you right here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. But alas, that was not meant to be. Disney did buy it back, but it doesn't matter. What version of the script was it anyway? This movie has gone through at least 9 different endings. It's gone through so many changes. I don't know what the story is going to end up being. It's just going to kind of be pieced together by committee. People were getting up and walking out of screenings of this movie. People were invited to look at a test screening and to give their opinion. You got a card that you fill out, like, what did you think of this, and you're invited to write your feedback. People were literally just wiping themselves on these cards and turning them back in. That is how they felt about Star Wars Episode 9. So JJ had to go back and he had to restructure the ending of the movie. I don't know how much of it was actually changed, but it went through 9 different versions. Finally, as of Sunday, J.J. Abrams has abandoned it to us, given up. He heaves a sigh of relief as he lays down the heavy burden of finishing off George Lucas's best creation and Star Wars, something that so many people love. This is the guy. This is its final executioner, J.J. Abrams. I don't know. I'm interested in seeing it, but it's dead. I've never felt more aloof to Star Wars when I think about Star Wars Episode 9. I am Team Mandalorian, 100%. Protector of the Baby Yoda. That is the future of Star Wars. It looks like Jon Favreau and his direction with Dave Filoni, that's the kind of direction that Disney needs to be going in. This Disney trilogy will go down in history as being shameful and embarrassing, a misguided, what a sad opportunity that was missed. Everything about it is just dismal. It's sad and it's a shame, and we've got to just kind of shake our head. If Star Wars is to have any kind of a future, it's going to be because really smart, creative people like Cowboy Dave Filoni, and really classy, creative directors and writers like Jon Favreau actually come in and find avenues in the story that George Lucas left behind that can still entertain people and keep us grounded in that world. And I think those guys can do it. I'm interested in seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi. Less interested in the Cassian Andor show. In fact, I could give a damn. But Mandalorian is already working on Season 2 right now. They've already begun Season 2. And that is something that's worth protecting. It's worth fighting these crazy SJWs who are fighting to get more women crammed into that thing, get more representation or whatever it is, all of their political agenda, get that crammed into Mandalorian Season 2 because they dropped the ball in harassing the creative team of Season 1. We got to protect that. That's going to be a big thing that Star Wars needs to do, is fight back against these guys. Star Wars fans need to do. So in any case, what can I tell you? It's finished, guys. We can't fix it anymore. Star Wars Episode 9 is going to the... Well, it's going to the presses. What do? You press out a bunch of copies of this thing and you send it out to theaters? Is that still how it works, or am I living in the drive-in movie theater days? In any case, it's over with. It's done, JJ. However you land it is how we're going to take it. Star Wars Episode 9. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think about this. How big, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a catastrophe is Star Wars Episode 9 going to be? Are you glad that it's shorter than The Last Jedi? Are you glad that it's like an hour, maybe not an hour, but it is shorter. I think it's 30 minutes. I think The Last Jedi was 2 hours and 51 minutes. It is literally 30 minutes shorter than The Last Jedi. That's appreciated, believe me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to this channel. We're going to watch all of this catastrophe go down. This is a bird's eye view. This is the cockpit from which we will continue to watch the Disney trilogy Death Star explode in a ring of shame and soy. So subscribe, check and see if you're still subscribed, and ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you again later today with another video. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there.